Hello everyone, welcome to my Friday afternoon live chat. This is Kat, former Flylady, with my version of the Flylady system. Today is our live chat where everyone comes on. I love to call you by name. I love to answer questions. Today we're going to talk about clutter checks, how those work, what kind of challenges you may be having with them, etc. So if you are new, please subscribe, hit the little notification bell, and every time I go live, you should get a notification. I go live on Mondays, every day actually, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at 9 a.m., Wednesdays and Thursdays at 12 noon, and on Tuesdays and Fridays at 4 p.m. we have our live chats. Okay, so here we go. Let's see, Yasmin, you're first again. Girl, you're right on it every time. Hi, Yasmin. Sabrina is here. Hi, Sabrina. How are you doing, darling? Have you decided you need to be mentored again? Let me know. Grace Mann, hello. Flying in second grade, Janelle. Hi, Janelle. Amy Carlson is here. Hi, Amy. Don't forget, if you're new, please let me know that you're new so we can make sure that you're welcome properly. Also, if your name is not in your title, please make sure that you type your name into the body of your comment so that I can call you by name. Hi, Shelly K. How are you? Mel M. Good afternoon. Brenda Jones is here. Hi, Brenda. Shirley Gendreau is here. Hey, Shirley. Deb Cruz is here. Hi, Deb. Deb, I know who you are. Margie Forrest is here. Good morning, or good afternoon. Is it morning where you are, Margie? Okay, Nilla is here. Hi, Nilla. Mr. B says, happy Friday date night, everyone. Hill Martison is here. Hill. Gaynor Lloyd, hello. Tracy Allen, hey, Tracy. Irene Hartwig, hello, Kat. Missed you the past few days. Been cleaning up a flooded basement after our storms. Oh no, Irene, after all your hard work. Brenda Jones, hey, Brenda. Polly Paget, welcome, Polly. Polly is new, everybody. So, Polly, we're so happy to have you here and hope that you get the most out of these videos. Thank you so much for joining us. Jackie Longnecker, hi, Kat. Wished you a happy 4th this morning in case I missed you now. Okay, thank you. Happy 4th to you and to everyone. I'll be on tomorrow though. Dickie Talmadge, hi Kat and Mr. B and everyone. Hey Dickie in Santa Paula, California. Gina Perry up in I forget what you call your area, Saskatchewan? Is that right? Gina, good afternoon, Kat. So excited to be here. I have missed you so much this week. I had my preschool end of the year celebration, so I was so busy. Ooh, I hope it was good, Gina. I know we talked about it. Deb Cruz is saying hey to Mr. B. Karen Santiago is here. Hi, Karen. Rachel said, hi, Kat. What's the topic today? So glad to hear you talk. I'm feeling pretty crappy. Why? Rachel, today is Clutter Check. That's our title. Polly said, I've been enjoying you a lot lately. Thank you. Thank you, Polly. Mary Harrison, hi Kat, my husband and I are visiting Orlando. I find myself doing a modified morning and evening routine at our extended stay suite. That's funny, Mary. Is there anything to do in Orlando? Is everything open? I'm shocked. Sabrina, I'd love to be mentored again. I hope to get a spot for your next turn. You know, Sabrina, you don't have, just anybody there, you don't have to wait for next season. You can do it right now if you want 1 or 2 times a month. 1 time a month as a Patreon is $25, 2 times a month is $50. So if that's something you want, any of you, just let me know by signing up with patreon.com, A Better Life with Kat. And you can sign up for tier 2. It doesn't really say tier 2, I don't think. It just says 25 minutes, $25, and 2 25-minute sessions, $50. So there you go. Let's see. But we can also do you full-time later, Sabrina. But if you need some help now, just let me know. Maybe even 25 minutes a month might help. Gina Perry, the party was great. I'm from Squamish. That's right. Squamish, British Columbia. Shirley Gendreau, thumbs up, everyone. All right. Thanks, Shirley. I appreciate you reminding everyone. Kelly and the crew. Hi, Kat. First time watching you live. I've really liked watching some of your videos. Thank you, Kelly. Welcome, Kelly. We're so happy to have you here and glad for you to be part of this conversation today because we're talking about clutter checks and how they keep your home tidy. So happy you're here, Kelly. Gani is here. Hi, Gani. So good to have you here from the Netherlands, right? Mr. B's got the link up for tier 2 for $25 a month. In addition to the videos, you get a personal one-on-one mentoring. Jessica Dunseth, hi, good evening, Kat and Mr. B. Hey, Jessica, she's new, I know. She just signed up as a new Patreon, so happy to have you here too. Good afternoon, Diane, Empty Nester Travels. Okay, that's it. Mr. B's put the information up about the $50. Okay, guys, let's get to work. Let's talk about clutter check. So what I'd like from you is any questions, comments, or concerns that you're having with clutter checks. Number one, are you doing the clutter checks? Are you linking them to your meals, morning, noon, and evening? Or if you're a payroll, are you linking them to those times of the day, morning when you come home from work and evening? So that's when you're going to do it. And, ooh, darn it, I left my iced tea. Oh well, that's okay. So are you doing them? So if you are doing them, are you challenged with them? Do you have some conflict? Is there something that's making it difficult for you? Let me know, because that's what I'm here for. If you're not doing them, why aren't you doing them? So that's the conversation. And Grace Mann says she's addicted to clutter checks. Yes, Grace. Mary said, yes, everything is open. My husband is here for work. All the resorts are open. That's shocking in Orlando. Emma, hello, everyone. So glad to be here. Thank you, Emma. So glad to have you. So any questions, comments, or concerns, I really, really want to know your feelings on clutter checks, because that's what this conversation is about today. It's about clutter checks. If you don't have comments, if you aren't, are you doing them? Are you not doing them? Is it a challenge? Are you having a problem with existing clutter that needs to be decluttered? What are your comments? What are your concerns? Listen, I've seen houses in every single possible state of being. So don't be ashamed to tell me things like, I've got so much clutter I can't do a clutter check. I just need to know. Mr. B, why are you here? Aww, Mr. B. Thanks, Mr. B. He's the best. Hi, LA. Okay, let me go back here. Shelly Lee, shalalala, shalalala Lee. I love you, Shelly. You're right here in Jacksonville. We should actually meet for coffee one of these days when things open. Rachel said they have to wear masks where she lives. Okay, well, that's not common. That's what's happening right now. But we're talking about clutter checks. So Shirley says, doing clutter checks when I come back from work, only areas that are decluttered for now. That's right. That's exactly right. Good job. Are you doing them before you leave? Are you doing them before bed, or just when you come home from work? Emma, how do you do clutter checks when you feel like the room is not complete? New home. Great question, Emma. Thank you for that question. When you feel like your home is not complete, and that doesn't necessarily mean just because you just moved in, it may be because people have a lot of clutter and they just don't feel like they can really get a handle on it, because we are looking for perfection as human beings. We expect perfection of ourselves and our home, which is just undeniably wrong, and it's cruel to yourself and to your family. So we all do it, but you have to just shake yourself from that and say, you know what, let me go ahead and do the clutter check anyway. I am looking for things that are being laid around on top of things that don't belong there. So that's what you do. You just change your mind and do it, because if you don't, that clutter is going to overtake what you're trying to do in your new home. Does that make sense, Emma? I certainly hope it does. Let's see. Oh, lots of comments now. Good. Rachel said she can't clutter check because she has so much clutter. Rachel, pay attention to where you have recently decluttered. So if you've done a declutter of, say, this desk that I'm sitting at, you've decluttered this desk, and that's what you were able to get done today, then go look at it 3 times a day to make sure there's no new clutter. That's what happens, is we don't even realize when we're cluttering. So if you go look at it with fresh eyes, no new clutter. And then tomorrow, let's say you did the coffee table. Now tomorrow you're going to look at the desk and the coffee table. The next day, let's say you did the mantelpiece. So now you're going to declutter check the table, the desk, and the mantelpiece. And you're going to keep doing that through your home until you get it and completely done, and you're just kind of bippity boppity boo, like the 3 little fairies going through, checking to see if there's any clutter. That's what you're going to do. So don't worry about existing clutter. Just worry about what you have decluttered. And I know you've been doing this long enough, Rachel, that you certainly have some things decluttered, because I instruct you to do that every day, 4 days a week rather, every week. So that's what I'm hoping you're doing. Tracy, clutter checks work so well. My concern is when I miss one, it looks so messy that I get frustrated. Yes, Tracy, and that's a good point because it will overtake quickly. However, you'll notice that when you go in to declutter, it doesn't take as long this time because you know where things go and they've just recently been put there. So you'll find that when you declutter, after you've been clutter checking, it takes less time, and I think you probably agree. Brenda, you're not doing them as scheduled? Well, then schedule them. That is what you want to do because you don't want that clutter to just like Pac-Man into your house and eat it up. Eat up all your hard work and cause you to spin your wheels in the mud. And that's what you're doing. You're not getting any traction as long as new clutter is coming in. So make it a point to link it to your 3 meals or your 3 times a day, okay? It's going to make a lot of difference in your life, Brenda. Mr. B is so sweet. He is. In fact, I'm going to stop and have a sip of this. I love peach tea. Okay, where was I? Rachel does do them. She likes the stuff we drop and we go and I pick up. That's what, oh, she like this. She does it like the stuff they drop and she goes and picks it up, but 3 times a day, 3 scheduled times. And if there's we involved, then we need to educate the other people in our family by being firm but kind. Kind is not being cruel, and it's also not being sweet. It's telling the truth in a loving way. So that's what you have to do, okay? All right, let's see. Oh, Rachel wants to be a fairy so she can bippity boppity boo. Let me go back here. Lots of comments. Gosh, girls, this is great. I'm so happy that you're participating. I really am. Sabrina said, I fail during the mornings. My fatigue makes it hard to get up in the mornings and I barely get my morning routine done. Well, then here's what I'm going to recommend for you, Sabrina. I know you're getting up and you're getting your morning routine done, and I'm proud of you for that. If before you go to bed at night, you're doing a clutter check, then in the morning, you're not going to have clutter. And then if you're aware, this is the thing we have to be aware of. What's in my hand? What's in my hand? And it's hard. This little, where's my planner? Where did it go? I don't even have it here right now. But I have a little red notebook that I write notes in. But it's not here right now. But anyway, oh my gosh, it must be here. Hold on. It has to be here. Oh, it fell. I found it. It was where it belonged, on the shelf. Whew. That would be a bad example. It was on the shelf. It just fell behind the other things. This little red book was in my hand with a pen. It was opened up to some notes. Pretend there's notes in here. It was opened up. It had a pen in my hand. And I was going to the living room after mentoring some people to sit down and to... Thank you. Is that Shar? I'm trying to remember. Thank you, Marchionaire. I think that's... What's your first name? I'm so embarrassed. Tell me what your first name is. And what question you have, because you get all my attention because you're so precious. Shar, yes. What's your question, Shar? You get all my attention. Okay, while you're coming up with a question, I'm going to tell you what I did. I had this like this. I went into the living room to sit in a more comfortable rocking chair to take the notes and photocopy them into my online system, you know, my little system I have. And I laid it in a baking pan in the garage because some lady came over to get some of my father's clothes and I didn't even know it was in my hand. But she came, Marty was here, I went out there and I laid it in the top of a baking pan in the garage. It took Marty to find it for me 4 days later. That's how we don't know what's in our hands, and we have to start really paying attention to what's in our hands, or we won't put them where they go. We'll lay them inside the baking pan. It was one of those big turkey roasters that I have on a shelf in the garage, and I laid it there because that's where Daddy's clothes were, on some hangers near there, and I just didn't even realize I did it. So, all right, let me answer Char's question. It's my first anniversary following you. Thank you, Char. Congratulations. So happy for you, and you're so sweet to do that. Thank you so much. I like that little, whatever that is, pear-shaped guy. All right, let's go back. So that's what we want to do. We want to be aware, and I was talking to Sabrina, I think. I was. We're so far back. Can y'all stop commenting for just a minute and let me catch up? Because I really want to answer everybody's questions. Sabrina, I know you asked me this question. Anyway, Sabrina and everybody, oh yeah, that's where I was. To really try to be thoughtful about what you're laying down and what you're doing. So in the morning, even though you're tired, even though you're a little bit of a zombie, because when we're tired, we don't think very well, just really focus on what's in your hand. What's in your hand? Okay? If it means putting some hand lotion on first thing in the morning so they feel different, so when you pick things up, things will feel different and you'll be aware of what's in your hand, that's something you could do. Maybe you could wear gloves. I don't know. Karen Santiago, homeschool room is cluttered. Should I postpone zone cleaning until the homeschool room is clutter-free? No. You're going to be in zone 3 week after next, which can be that room, and you can work on it for 4 times during that week and get it all organized again. Okay, now you want to make sure that when you homeschool your children, Karen, that each time they do something, that their schoolwork is put away. So instead of a desk, we had desks in school. Remember, we put things under our desk and they were always a mess, but at least they were out of the way. They were in our desk. Well, I suggest something like a milk crate. A milk crate, you know, one of those big square, you can get them at IKEA, you can get them at Staples, something like a milk crate, so that their things can go in there and be contained instead of all over the place. Looks like I may have lost you. Don't know why. Anyway, I hope you can still see me.